Welcome back. This is our final episode of debunking common gardening myths. I've got a couple for you today, Ben, and this rain has reminded me of the first one.
Yep.
When it's raining, you don't need to water your pot plants.
So that's actually not a super exciting one, but it's really important.
Okay.
So many people think when it rains, you don't need to water your pot plants because their foliage is wet, the top layer of their soil is wet, so they think done. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out there in the rain and water while it's raining, but wait till it's finished, then go outside and water your pots.
I'm glad you clarified, because I was about to pull the hose out and start watering my
You'd
pot
look
plants.
like a goose if you did.
Okay.
No, but seriously, the soil in your pot plants dries out so quickly. Plants are supposed to be in the ground naturally. They're not supposed to be in a pot.
So what would I do if I had all different size pots, shapes, materials? Because I've got a few kind of spread out.
Yeah, that's a really good
place.
point. That's an awesome point because some of the materials, they leak the water out quicker. Some are black and absorb more sunlight.
Sure.
Yeah, so you have to treat every single pot plant individually. Also, the plants are different, so you have to treat it individually for that reason.
Sounding a bit confusing here, Ben.
It's not, mate. Just listen.
All right.
So what you have to do, I do a thing where I water the pot plant 3 times. I bet you when you water your pot plant and the water comes out the bottom, you think done, and you go to the next one.
Yep.
Yeah, so many people do, and it's just not the case.
Okay.
You need the potty mix in your pot to swell up, and by doing it just once, it runs past it, but by doing it 2 or 3 times, you're allowing that potty mix to swell and give the root system a really good soak in.
Okay.
So 3 times is key.
Aren't my neighbours going to think I'm a bit weird if I'm out watering my pot plants 3 times immediately after the rain?
Mate, I think your neighbours already think you're a little bit weird.
Oh, okay, well some of us don't have the luxury of not having neighbours by living on a massive property.
Yeah. All right, moving along. So what would you rather do? Look like a goose with dead pot plants or look like a goose with living pot plants?
I think you're right, Ben. The aim of this is to stop killing pot plants. So when this rain stops, I'm going to get out there and give my pot plants a water. Okay, so Ben, I have our final myth. Now, I've heard that when a plant dies, which is happening more and more regularly for me, we just got to dig it out, roots and all, to make way for a new plant. What do you think?
Mate, if that was your backyard, there'd be holes everywhere.
Okay, grow up. Thanks.
Mate, honestly, that is the case in some instances. No, some. But for the most part, it's actually best to leave the dead plant in the ground.
It seems a bit lazy, Ben.
It's not lazy. It actually turns out that it's super beneficial for the soil and the new plant you're planting.
Yep.
So all you have to do is get the dead plant, cut the stem off at soil level, and then leave the entire root system in the ground. Remember when we talked about the fungal and microbial networks in the soil?
I do. How could I forget?
Yeah. So the dead plant has done all of this hard work. It's created all of this fungal network, microbial network. All the roots have grown through the soil, creating little pockets for air and water. Mm-hmm. And by ripping it out, you're destroying everything. All the little fungal networks, microbial networks, drainage holes, all gone.
I see. So by leaving the root system in the ground, I'm kind of laying the groundwork for the next plant.
Perfect. Exactly what you're doing.
Hey,
So
first thing I've had right all series.
Hey, so by planting that new plant right next to that old root system, it can actually attach itself to the old fungal networks and the microbes come across. It essentially supercharges your new plant so it'll grow quicker and stronger.
Right, that's actually wild. So not only am I doing less work, I'm actually helping the next plant.
It's a fundamental principle of no-dig gardening. We need to protect that little ecosystem under the soil and work with nature, not against it.
This whole myth busting series has been so eye-opening because I was so focused on what was going on above the ground that I had never even considered what was going on beneath the surface.
Mate, gardening is full of surprising truths. And the more you learn about it, the more you realise Mother Nature has got things covered. So don't believe every single thing you see on your phone.
So in today's ep, we've gone over watering your pot plants after the rain because it turns out it is actually important. We've also gone over what to do with a plant that dies in your garden. I'm super keen to take some of this knowledge home and apply it to my garden because it turns out I actually need to be doing less, which is something I'm very passionate about.
Well, mate, I'm glad I could help. Hopefully your plants will stay alive and your garden will thrive.
Yes.
That rhymed.
Oh man. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any common gardening myths, please leave a comment down below and we will try and jump onto them. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.